So Trident 660, this is a very fun bike. I've ridden it before. This is sort of a competitor for the FZ07, MT07, although I do think it's almost unfair to compare these two, and unfair in the Triumph's direction. And I'm going to be taking this video really to explain why, because it's a question I have a lot of people ask me. Should I go for an FZ07 or a Trident, MT, whatever? Yeah, that's a better reach there. So, Triumph Trident. This is a 3-cylinder 660 motor. And fly-by-wire technology. Already, so far, miles ahead of the MT07. Still, I believe, a cable throttle, which is just fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but I'm just joshing. Maneuverability wise, this bike takes the MT07 all day, mainly because of the suspension. The way that they set up the suspension on this bike is night and day difference compared to the likes of the FZ09. You know, specifically with the inverted forks on this bike, you know, it feels just it feels like a different class than the MT07, which is why, again, it almost feels unfair to compare these two bikes, because, man, this bike is just so much better at turning than the FZ07. Sound wise, I'd probably take this bike with an exhaust over an FZ07 with an exhaust. I'm a little bit biased towards 3-cylinders. Teach their own. This bike definitely has that 3-cylinder whistle that some people love, some people absolutely despise. So if you're one of those people that doesn't like that whistle, and you want it to more bark, you're looking for the FZ09 or FZ07. Yep. So what a 3-cylinder is going to give you over a 2-cylinder is this top-end power that is nowhere to be found on an FZ07, especially when it comes to roll-on. It just happens. You know, let's look at 6 gears. You got torque down low, you got power up top, and that's what makes this bike so much different than the FZ07, and in my opinion, a lot better and a lot more fun at what the FZ07 does. Now, as a wheelie bike, FZ07 would do way better, but as like an around the town sort of sport-ish bike, do it all, you know, canyon, city, highways, this is the bike right here. And I've actually personally ridden this bike in canyons. They do absolutely amazing. With a rear shock, this bike wakes right up too. That's probably, I would say, is the weakest thing about this bike is its rear suspension. It does have the adjustable links, cuffs, I mean, for the preload, so it doesn't get too awful. But if you're looking for that crazy, you know, leaned over position, you're gonna want a rear shock and maybe some drop-ins. But as you can see, I'm just super comfortable coming into this corner with a little bit of speed on her, and she holds. I would never ever do that with the FZ07 and then roll on, no downshifts, torque, right? So that's what I absolutely love about the 660 platform, is that, you know, you don't really need to think about shifting as much, because if you're in a gear, you've got something, right? As long as you're not literally hitting a false neutral, you're probably gonna have something to pull you out of that corner. So overall, I love this bike. I didn't really need to ride this bike to figure out if I did or did not like it, but this is a good sign to just show you guys that, hey, everything is working, if anything. So that's in road mode. Let's jump into rain and make sure that my mapping and everything is good. Select rain. Click and hold. Alright, so seating position wise, this bike is really comfortable, just like Triumphs usually do. I found a place to put in my knees, and I didn't expect this to be here, but there's a little lip right underneath here that I like to grab onto. That feels pretty good. So again, 3rd gear, way wrong gear for that. Easy. That was the wrong gear for that light right there, but since I'm on a 3-cylinder Trident, I was okay. Yeah. Overall, I like this bike. I've ridden this bike in the canyons, and actually this is probably the biggest complaint I'll have. Even though I love the look of these kind of mirrors, it's hanging out right in front of my face when I'm leading off the bike, so a little bit of a grievance. But hey, dude, I'm getting picky now. This bike has traction control. It is going to help you a little bit on the launches. Also, I'm in the rain map right now, so it didn't give me everything. Let's actually go back to road because I do like that. I will say this fly-by-wire is pretty hard to downshift. That's another complaint that I have, is it's kind of hard to predict the downshift. See? So I don't know if that's because it's still deciding to go into road mode or what that is, but yeah, I'm pretty bad at shifting this bike for now, so that's gonna take some getting used to. I know that they do sell a Triumph quick shifter for this bike, and I believe it is with auto blip, so you can get this bike auto blip, and that is the way that I rode it last time, and they rode it in the canyons last time, is with an auto blip. So if that's kind of the smoothness you're looking for, they do have it available. I know that's the smoothest I was looking for in the gears because that's what I'm used to on these Tridents, but that's it looks like it's not stock. Hey, that's my mailman right there. What's up, Vince? From ONYX. What's up, man? Great guy. Stand-up lad. He let me borrow his Ferrari one time. And he told me, you can keep it. Nah, Vince is a stand-up dude. Overall, Trident 660, nothing new. This is an absolute joy to ride around the town. And even on the highways a little bit, and even in the canyons a little bit. It's a jack of all trades, master of none, but better than master of one. Come check this bike out online, ONYX MOTO, Trident 660. Thank you.